is intercepted.
By Jennings. Sorry, by Messenger.
Messenger runs into Debbie Bowles.
And the Gems chasing it down, doing a little bit of dancing to the net, but doesn't quite get the shot on the net.
Jackwit's doing a good job there of controlling Manning. Manning was trying just about everything she had in the book, but not able to make it work. Here comes Edmonds, but she's lost her stick, so she's going to play a bit of soccer. She's trying to kick it around. But she can't score a goal like that. You can pass the puck with your feet, but you can't score a goal.
But
she's going to want to go back and get her stick. It's pretty handy with it.
Pretty good possession maintaining.
Now she's got her stick back again. It turns, pivots, puts the puck in deep, and doesn't do the forecheck. Leaves that to Jackwitz. Jackwitz going in to try and steal the puck and does. Gets a touch on it, but doesn't get control of it.
And we've got Gunn lining up there. Sorry, Walsh lining up there for a shot in the high slot. Doesn't quite get a pass, though, over.
Trying a little bit lucky to get away with that. She pinched in a long way in D, and giving the Adelaide team a good opportunity to make a counter move. Be very mindful of that when you do pinch in, that you make sure you get the puck. Otherwise, you are in a spot of bother. And Edmonds puts the puck into the corner. She'll be looking for a change. She's been on the ice for quite a while now. That's one thing that she has done extremely well, is kept her shifts nice and short. And her and Jackwitz both go and get the changes that they wanted.
That was West with a good attempt to get the puck there. And she's back on it again. West chasing the puck. Contended by McNabb. And picked up by Harris for the Gems. Gems in possession. Green.
West has played well. She just hasn't been rewarded with much in the way of goals throughout this game, but she's been very persistent and been a good net presence. And again, just a little bit unlucky in the right position, lining up for a one-timer, but not able to finish it off. She tries to go over. This time they've got an opportunity to get in for a 3-on-1 and get round Jennings. But just a little backhander with not too much on it from Baird. Couldn't capitalise on the opportunity.
Gem's still trying to get a good play here, but the Furies are making it pretty difficult for them. And
cleared it out deep, and the Furies will get a change. Darcy on for them, and so too Marie Stella.
Gem's hitting it up over to Green. Green doesn't quite catch it as it's intercepted by Gorgie for the Furies.
Sticks getting tangled up there. Does occasionally happen, but the referees let that one go.
Gem's hitting it behind the net over to Harris. Harris, good pass. Lucky pass.
I wouldn't say lucky on that one. That was a pretty good pass. That had some sauce on it. Shot, on the other hand, missed everything. Just trying to be a little bit too fancy with their shots. I think one of the things Adelaide have let themselves down with a little bit is not actually shooting on the net. They get a lot of shots, but they're not focusing on the net. They're trying to get the fancy stuff. And that's about the only thing in the game that's let them down. They've played a very good game structurally. They've created lots of opportunities. Just haven't been able to put the puck on the net and force the goalie to have to make the save.
Jaggard hitting it back in. And it goes back into... We're going to get an icing call here. Nope.
So on the icing call, the Flaming Galahs... Sorry, not the Flaming Galahs. That was the last game. The Furies being requested they come back on the ice. It was an icing. They're not allowed to get the change. They know that by now. Most of them beer leaguers here where it's not really enforced very much, but it's enforced in this game.
Big hit on the puck by Urquhart there. Pretty eager to get a goal off the face-off. Doesn't quite make it. A little bit of contest at the boards. And it's picked up by Gorgie for the Furies. Wegand following this puck in defence.
Aaron Bleachley there carrying the puck up and eventually running into a wall of South Australian defenders. And he's dispossessed. We'll see them break it out now, but on the forecheck, none other than Edmonds. She doesn't manage to break it up terribly well this time.
And the Gems smack it back into their own offensive zone. Jaggard hitting it over.
Drives it past everyone, but gets it only as far as Jennings, who looks to clear it out of the zone. But this time it's ended up in the hands of Edmonds, who has some room now, and she's got speed and she's got support with her. But lovely poke check there by the South Australians, just depriving. So what just happened? I normally get through with them. And a beautiful poke check by
Manning.
By Manning. Great play. She judged that beautifully, and the puck just popped out loose and well done there. A bit of respect between the two. But I think Edmonds would have thought she was away there. But that was a beautiful poke check. If you get a chance to look at that up close, what you see Manning did was she hid the poke. You keep the stick close to your hip, and then at the last possible second, you drive the stick forwards, and you get about an extra 30 or 40 centimetres of stick that your opponent doesn't necessarily see. That allows you to take the puck off them. It's called a poke check, and it was done absolutely beautifully.
Gems driving the puck up the ice. She's going to go for a shot here, but is contested by the Furies' Jackwitz.
Jackwitz back check there, cuts off the attack.
Bit of footwork there by Manning. Manning goes for the shot, hits it behind.
And Nima there forced to do a lot of work to clear that puck.
Villiers loses the puck. Some good defensive play there by Kershaw.
Jackwitz
Picking it up, Gunn.
Change and swaps over with McNabb, who's after a bit of a twisty-turny battle.
Oof.
And a bit of a human bowling ball display there by...
yeah, only managed to get one pin down though.
Yeah, that's true. it's such a dangerous play.
And a tuck in. And the Hidden Gems have lit the lamp.
It's Amy Kershaw getting that one. That's her third goal of the tournament. Just in the right place, getting that rebound. It was good play by the Adelaide team to set that up. And Kershaw just in the right place. And you watch this on the replay, you'll get to see that it's a lot of wide open net there for her. If we get the replay, hopefully we will. If not, you can always wind the video back on the live stream. Yeah, looks like we're not going to get the replay on that one. But beautiful play there by Kershaw to just swoop on that rebound and put the puck in the net.
And Adelaide has opened the scoring for the game. Furies with good contest for the puck, but it's picked up again by Adelaide, and it's just crossed back over into their offensive zone and tried to hit out by the Furies, and they have managed to do so. Rank following the puck up, crosses it cross ice pass over to Jennings. Jennings going for a shot and just gets knocked away by Kellett.
Jennings actually. He's got the wrong hair.
Number 3 for the Furies.
Yeah, it says Jennings on the sheet, but I don't think that it is.
Playing mind tricks with their jersey names on the back.
Unless Beck Jennings has got herself a pretty decent wig.
Oof. And a great tap away by Gorgie there, taking a fall to her back. And the Gems take possession right in front of the net. Gunn goes for a pass and a shot. And
beautiful kick save there by Nemo. Gets the foot in the way. I don't know how many saves that is for the tournament, but it'd be well over 100.
Well over. And the Gems go for a shot.
It's a hell of a lot of saves in 36 hours of hockey. So she's earned her dinner, that's for sure. This is their last game for the evening, and I'm sure that'll be a huge sigh of relief. Sarah Nima has been absolutely outstanding for the Furies and made, I'm not going to say countless because you can count them, but I can't count that far without running out of fingers and toes and having to resort to electronic devices. So a lot of saves. But we can look at the stats later. You can look it up yourself online. It's all available. All our statistics are on Hockey Site.
You could find a brick and a shovel, but...
I'm not doing that. That's just silly.
Working with the puck for the Gems.
I'm sure she'll be able to tell you. Goalies can always tell you their stats. Nice shot there from the high slot.
Swallowed up by Nima.
Nima again makes another save. Let's just push the repeat button. Nima makes a save. Nima makes a save. Nima makes a save. Off we go.
And we're going to have another face-off here.
Bring the puck over to the other side.
Just moving house over to the other side of the ice.
And West find the net, or will the clock beat them? And the clock does beat them. At the end of the first, it is 1 goal to the Adelaide Hidden Gems and none to the Melbourne Furies, which is telling us that there was a possibility. If a very, very large one-sided score was to eventuate, then the ladder positions could potentially change on goal count back. But with a 1-0 lead at the end of the first, and what's looking like a reasonably even tussle, the Furies, to their credit, have done a much better job defensively in this game. again, bearing in mind that one thing Adelaide has really struggled with, the Hidden Gems, they have struggled with scoring. They've been very good defensively and very good structurally, but they just haven't been able to get much in the way of goals. And Kershaw, with her third, has been one of 3 players who've managed to light the light. Edmonds for the Furies has been the only one of the Furies who's managed to score a goal so far. And of course, they would like to change that statistic and share it around a little bit if they could. But Edmonds is kind of magical.
Yeah, it's
You're
really...
a wizard, Harry. I think. Is that the way? I have not seen. I can't watch those films. I fall asleep.
No,
but,
that was good, Carl.
It's just because I'm old. It's not because they're boring or anything. It's like it's a predictable
You're
story.
old, Harry.
It's the same story that's been told a million times. Anyway. At least in the Lord of the Rings, which is a 9-hour car chase, we know what happens at the finish. But look at the plot twist. Oh, wait, there isn't one. It's always the big joke. But anyway, R2-D2 was great in Star Trek.
We'll just have to put on Doctor Who
that was K9. K9 was magnificent Farscape. Off we go again now, and the game underway. Jackwitz clears the puck out of the zone for the Furies.
And into Manning, and Manning gets the pass over to Green. Green chasing the puck at the boards, tries to hit it back over behind the net, and it needs to be picked up by Manning, which it is.
I've got to say, I would love to see Laura West get a goal in this game. I think she's played so well for Adelaide throughout the tournament. Just hasn't been rewarded. Been in the right place so many times.
And that was a shot by Manning, just sort of a saucer over into the net. Just tied up at the boards here, crossed over to the net, but it's knocked away by Nima. And into the front of the net, and it's just loose up in the high slot, but tucked away by Walsh. Gems take it back over the blue. And just tapped away by Kellett in the Gems zone.
Jackwitz doing a good job there of just putting the puck on the net and getting the change. It's good wisdom there for Jackwitz to make that play, and it's put Edmonds on the ice, who's now putting hard pressure on the Adelaide team and trying to get possession, but a little bit lucky there not to get the offside there was Fletcher.
And the Furies catch the puck in their own zone. We've got Bleakley in possession. Shot on the net there by Harris for the Gems.
Bleakley just not quite able to deal with the forechecking pressure that was on her, and she did hand over the puck, but now she's got a chance to clear it out, and does so, gets it out. That's what they needed to happen.
And we've got Manning going after the puck here. Manning's getting quite a lot of play on the puck.
Some good forechecking pressure by Sarah McNabb.
Jaggard. Manning following the puck again up the boards on Bleakley. And the Furies in possession. Just tapped away by Jaggard for the Gems.
Edmonds floating around on the ice, just previously just above the blue line, now looking to pick up and break out if she can get possession. She's got a little bit of a movement up towards the puck, but it's not enough.
And just a nice save there by Nima. Jaggard with the puck at the corner, shoots it into the high slot, but it's stolen away by Edmonds.
Edmonds looking to pass up ice unselfishly.
Edmonds staying free, there's no one covering her.
And the puck there Rank lost sight of where the puck was. Unfortunately for her, it was right under her feet. And it's where your teammates need to yell out that one word, feet. And that forces you to look down and, oh, look, there's the puck. Maybe I should keep going. It is a really difficult thing to keep track of when the puck's actually in your feet, because you always thought keep your head up and look at the game. So you're not looking down at your feet, and that's where the puck is.
You feel
I had no idea it was there.
Realise, yeah.
I can't see it. I'm not looking there. It's the last place I'm going to look is at my feet. There's nothing interesting on my feet. I like my skates, but they're not that good.
Trapolino hitting it into the Gems zone here, trying to run it in, but she's quite contested there by Edmonds. And they're just following it up the boards. Edmonds hitting it back over the net, and we're going to see Rank hitting it out.
Here's McNabb on the breakaway for the Furies, but it's poked in a bit of stick work nicely by Urquhart. I think that was.
Oof. And Edmonds tries to make an interception, and she does, but she doesn't quite...
Did you see the shot there? Debbie Bowles got a pretty decent shot on it from that pass. We may see this on the replay. Bowles gets a nice opportunity and gets a good shot on, a fair bit on that one, and forces a good save from Kellett. Kellett had to work to save that one. That was a pretty decent shot there by Debbie Walsh. We know she's got a shot on her. She just showed it to us.
Face off won by the Gems. Gems to the back of the net. Gems hitting it out of the zone. Attempts to pass there to Kershaw. She misses it, but they still keep contact with it. And they're following up into their offensive zone. Gunn with the puck. Gunn still at the boards, hits it behind the net, but it's been hit away by Furies. Stella with the puck. And the Furies are tapping it away into their offensive zone. We've got Darcy following it up. Just manages to keep it onside until it's taken away by Wegand. Wegand for the Gems following it up the ice. She's got a few Furies on her here. Goes for a shot, a little bit wide, doesn't quite make it. And the Furies are hitting it back behind the net. Wegand picking, oh, she's just missed it between her feet. But she's got it back now. And she scores! Wegand, defense player, has just scored a goal for the Gems.
So that's her first one for the tournament. Anika Wigan with a lovely play. We'll see this on the replay with a bit of luck. We might have just missed the replay there, unfortunately, but they did get it very briefly. And that gives the Adelaide team a 2-0 lead over the Melbourne Furies about halfway through the second period. 14 shots to 4 so far. The Furies lined up and waiting. Adelaide finishing their celebration. No one doing a diving swim or a multiple pirouette this time. But it's always good to celebrate the goal. You've got to celebrate them when you get them because they're pretty rare.
Furies win the face-off. Chong with the puck. Passes it over to Villigers, who just misses it. But it's picked up by Manning for the Gems. She's taking it behind the net, looking for a pass. And just puts it up the boards. Green into the neutral, picked up by the Flurries, though hit back in, and taken back out by Manning. Manning running it up the ice into the offensive zone. She's running it up, and she just loses sight of the puck a little bit too, puck's a little bit too eager to get away from her there. Green tries to tap it on the net and just misses. And it's going back down the ice. And bring in the cupcakes. We've got some icing here.
We do, absolutely. We'll get into the bad puns in just a few moments. But we've got to make them pay somehow. I can tell you that tomorrow morning, the first game will be at 9 a.m. and that will be the 1v4, and it will be between the Central Coast Stingrays, and that's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Summertime. It'll be between the Stingrays and the, let me just confirm for that, and it should be between the Stingrays and the Adelaide Gems, who will almost definitely finish fourth. I can't see it finishing any other way in this particular tournament, so it'll be the Gems and the Stingrays at 9 o'clock in the morning for their 1v4. The winner of that goes through to the grand final, and the loser of that one plays for third place.
Gems with possession, and Furies just hit it back in the corner. Got a little bit of pinching in on the puck there, and it's picked up by the Gems. And then Furies hit it back over the net. It's trying to clear the zone here, but they can't quite manage it. And the Gems keep it in. Slight shot on net, a bit of a redirection from Nima there. Gems go for it, Green. And the Furies are tapping it behind the net. Looking for a passing option, but a bit of forechecking here by Harris. No one in the front there to capitalise on that loose puck in the high slot. Green going for a shot. Behind the net. And the Gems still in possession here. A little bit of an opportunity to replace. Harris up into the front of the net, and it just clears the zone for the Furies. Gems in possession of the puck in their own zone. Oof.
Yeah, everybody fall down.
And Manning just takes out one of our referees here.
A little slow to get back to her feet. Ref. So it's just one of those incidental collisions. In most other sports, that'd be, oh, here we go. Edmonds steals the puck, but it's stolen back.
Oof.
Jackwitz blows a tyre.
Edmonds with the puck, curving it around.
Looking for a chance to get a backhand through the 5-hole, but closed nicely there by Hayley Hill. Sorry, Tori Kellett. Hayley Hill's the coach.
And Edmonds back with the puck, dancing
There's another
through.
go.
Can't quite get it through.
Kellett makes another save. So having to do some work this
Keep
time.
it in the zone. Body block by Leicester for the Gems. And it's hit by the Furies, making it back into the zone, but it's all Gems. 5
minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second period. We have a 2-0 lead to the Adelaide Hidden Gems. 18 shots on the net as the scorer sees it, to 6 for the Melbourne Furies. Some good play just there by Edmonds, but great defensive work. Kellett in goal, managing to shut them all down.
And we've got a whistle blown here.
So you'll get a brief stoppage. And Edmonds ambles off the ice. She's had a hell of a tournament. Apparently the skates she's got are about a decade old. She hasn't used them for a while. Mostly plays inline now in Albury. So that is, if you're not familiar with the layout of the country, it's halfway between Melbourne and Sydney. And it is a border town, and it's got a sister town or a cousin town or a Wodonga. And we're just getting something settled down.
Furies winning the face-off. And the Gems managed to gain possession just off the Furies there, clearing the zone.
It clears the puck up ice, but it gets as far as Debbie Bowles for the Furies, who finds McNabb, who dumps the puck in deep behind the net.
Gems in possession of the puck. A little bit of contest up the boards. Lister following it up for the Gems down into their zone. And she's just using the boards as a little bit of a support there.
Gets around Beck Jennings, but Beck forced her into the corner. And that is Beck Jennings, I can confirm that. Beck Jennings is definitely wearing it number 3 for the Furies.
Urquhart with the puck for the Gems. And she just loses sight of it. And a high throw in from the Furies.
Debbie Bowles lobbing it high, trying to hit the Jumbotron we don't have yet.
And the Furies are hitting it back out of the zone.
Bowles clears the zone for them nicely.
The Gems will be offside if that's, yep, cleared.
Bowles gets a much needed change as the Furies change up. But the nice stretch pass to an unmarked.
That's Jaggard there.
Jaggard.
The Gems.
But Furies get back in time, but not in time enough to cover up the 2-on-1.
And that's Emily Gunn scores a goal for the Gems.
And that's her first one gun for the tournament. And that takes it out to a 3-0 lead for the Adelaide Hidden Gems over the Melbourne Furies. Can tell you too that the semi-final tomorrow between 2v3 will be between the Melbourne Reds and the WA Quackers, and that will be at 10:10 in the morning Eastern Standard Summertime.
Gems with possession of the puck in the neutral zone, taking it out. Coming for another attempt here, a little bit wide in front of the net. Trapolino ready to take the puck and hit again by Gunn. Baird with the puck. A little bit of contest there by the Furies. Some good hold up by Villegas.
Just under 2 minutes to play in this second period. The lead 3 goals to the Adelaide Hidden Gems. Goals so far to Kershaw in the first, and then Wiegand and Gunn in the second.
Furies not being too successful trying to clear the zone here. Contested by the Gems.
But you know what they have done, Brett? They've managed to stay out of the box.
Yeah.
There's been no penalties so far in this game. I hope I'm not going to jinx that. But there has been no penalties. And last time I said shutout, it ended up not happening. So I'm not going to say shutout again. Hang on. Oops. Sorry, goalies. They hate it. But that's a superstition.
And the Gems have the win off the face-off. Furies trying to contest that, giving a few blockages. The Gems are pretty eager on the puck here. Harris tipping it in. High slot with Green. And another whistle. We've got a save by...
And again, I really have to feel for Laura West. She's so often in the right place with a stick on the ice, but just the puck not ending up where she is. And it's not through lack of effort, not through lack of being in the right spot. She's playing a great centres game. And very impressed by the way she's played throughout this entire tournament. Just hasn't been rewarded with the goals that she's put herself in position to get so many times. But beautiful play there. Edmonds putting good pressure on Wiegand, but Wiegand up to the task and clears the puck up the ice.
Great pass off the boards there to Green. Green with the puck up the back of the boards behind the net. Some good contest by the Furies.
Here comes Edmonds. She's got time and space. Wiegand watching her. Edmonds takes a long shot, drives it deep into the corner. Good defensive pressure there by Wiegand.
But Edmonds is right on it.
And that winds up the second period. We have one more in this game, the second last game of the night between the Melbourne Furies and the Adelaide Hidden Gems. It's going to form. It is currently 3 goals to the Adelaide Hidden Gems. 1 to each of Kershaw, Wiegand and Gunn. Gunn with her first one of the tournament, so to Wiegand. But Kershaw with her third, and that was a beautiful goal in the first period. None yet for the Melbourne Furies. They've had a couple of good opportunities. They've had 3 good quality shots on the net, but the Hidden Gems have had 22 in total, whereas the Melbourne Furies have had just the 6 shots on the net so far. And it does reflect the way the game has been. It has been mostly owned by the Adelaide team. They have mostly owned the play. There's been a couple of opportunities, mainly driven by Jackwitz and McNabb and Edmonds, who've made a few plays. Debbie Bowles with a nice shot from high slot that very nearly got past Kellett, but Kellett has been up to the task so far with all 6 of those shots that have been taken on her. So this will be the last period for these teams for the evening. Last period of 5 games in about 30 hours. So as we've made point on a number of occasions throughout the broadcast, it's been an enormous amount of hockey for these players, and we've watched every single one of the games, and pretty tired here in the official team. So I can only imagine how tired these players would be, especially the interstate players who've come across from South Australia and Central Coast, New South Wales and Perth. It's a massive effort for them. And as we were saying earlier, Brett, they certainly got their money's worth in terms of the amount of hockey they've had to play. They're 5 games now, final and or a consolation final. So for these teams, the Adelaide team will be playing in the 1v4 final at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. No, I tell a lie. They will be playing in that 1v4 final. They'll be playing against Central Coast at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Summertime. And the Furies will be playing in the consolation final against the Melbourne Galahs. Something I'd have to double check exactly when that one is. I'm not certain, but it's I think that's early afternoon.
West and Jackwitz in the face-off, won by West. Furies tip it into their offensive zone with Gems to pick it up. Coming behind the net. And the Gems are managing, they have cleared the zone. And we've got Gems following it up the ice through the neutral zone. We've got Laura West on puck. Just manages to get it taken off her by, who's that player? Edmonds. Gems in possession. Tries to get it over and couldn't quite find a connection to another stick. Furies take possession of the puck. And it goes right to the stick of Green for the Gems. Goes for a shot on goal by Harris there. Green a shot. Another shot by Green. And just keeps being deflected by Nima. A little bit of contest at the boards there. Jack and the Gems take it back. Manning with the puck and just flies loose. Harris with the puck, following it around the boards with a contest from Jennings. Harris over to Manning. Manning to Messenger, and Messenger just tips it in behind the back of the boards. Furies managed to take it and clear the zone. Messenger following it up for the Gems. We're getting a line change now. Some fresh legs on the ice for each team.
Adelaide just caught offside. It wasn't much in it, but the puck not quite able to be brought over the line in time by Manning. And as a result, we will have a face-off just pulled back just outside the defensive zone for the Adelaide team. 3 goals now the lead, 13 minutes to play, 24 shots versus 16 goals. As we've said, so far have been all Adelaide. And they've got as many goals in this game as they have throughout their entire tournament. So they've doubled their score, which is not a bad outcome for them.
Urquhart to Lister, shot on net.
Almost
just over.
One more, but not quite able to finish it off. Nice work by Nima to get a body in the way.
And followed up by Gorgie. Nope.
Mira Chong looking to clear the puck out of the zone, and she does. Adelaide players are so tired, they're all for just falling over as well. Forecheck by Walsh, effective, and it just forces the Adelaide players to dump. And as a result, we may well have an icing, and we do. And they'll have to go back and play it out of their zone. They're not allowed to get a change. The referee's keeping an eye on that one. Don't think anyone necessarily did, but they certainly don't have that opportunity. 12 minutes left to play in this game. By the time the puck is dropped, it'll be about 11:30. Not PM, but minutes. We'll see how it all pans out.
Won by the Furies, but picked up by the Gems. Gems tipping it into the neutral zone. And just a heavy check, heavy defence from Gorgie.
Kelly Gorgie's played quite well, actually. She's made quite a difference in this since she's come in today. I don't know that she played yesterday's games, but she's been effective today as Edmonds looks for some space. Skates up through the middle with the middle of the ice. She's got 3 to beat. Gets around 1, comes up to the net, takes a shot into an open net, and that's what she does. that's what Sarah Edmonds does. Just watch this on the replay. You'll see she cuts it at an angle, forces the goalie to commit. Goalie goes down early, and then there's acres and acres of net. You just have to poke the puck in, and that's Tori Kellett has no alternative but to go down and shut down that option because Edmonds has that movement across the front of the net. All you have to do is wait for the goalie to commit. And then the hole opens up, and that's absolutely Sarah Edmonds' signature move, and she does it to put the Furies on the board. So now we can say the word shut out and get away with it because it's not happening.
A little bit of a banana slip to follow the goal as well.
Yep. Well, you've got to celebrate the goals. They're always worthwhile.
And she's got it again on a stick. Edmonds throws it in the front for some good scoring opportunities there for the
Darcy there was in good position, received the pass well, just not quite able to get past Kellett, who's decided that that's enough. No more goals on me, please.
And the Gems are flying up the ice by Kershaw, but it's just intercepted by Jennings.
And Jennings with a good desperate back check there. They haven't given up, the Furies. I don't think they're going to win this one, but they can certainly get a lot of pride out of it and build some momentum. Coming into that consolation final tomorrow, which is at 2:30 p.m. They'll be playing against the Melbourne Galahs, and they'd love to beat them again. They beat them earlier 4-3, sorry, and they would love to get another win.
Wagon with a shot on goal, just misses and deflected by the Furies defence. And we've got Stella running the puck through the neutral zone, looking for a pass, intercepted by the Gems though. A little bit of an aggression on Kershaw there. Kershaw with the puck, going for a shot and just high.
That went over the top of everything and almost into the netting above the back, perhaps trying to find the bar. It's a nice place to go up and have a rest. The bar here at iceHQ is pretty good. It overlooks the rink and it's nice and warm when it's cold down here.
Another shot on net and deflection from Nima.
No one knew where that was going, least of all Nima after the deflection, but fortunately for her it ended up in no man's land.
Wiggend at the board with the puck, shoots it over, picked up by Harris.
So Fury's doing a good job of defending in this period. They've only let the 1 in, and it hasn't been this period. So they've only let 3 in, I should say, but none this period. And Marie Stella loses her footing.
Sticks on the ice, bit of a yard sale here.
That was Wiegand and Stella having a meeting of the minds. Laura West.
And we've got Harris with the puck.
Circling around trying to find that opportunity. She's playing a great centres game, I've got to say, West. I really do like the way she plays.
Good contest there from the Gems. Good forechecking. And
Adelaide with another one. That takes it out to 4-1 with 8 minutes to play. And that one scored by, I think
that can't quite tell who.
I think that might be Darlene Harris. I'm not 100% sure that it looks like she's got a number 8, and she led the Sally line, which is normally the way that it works when you're the goal scorer. Is that an 8 or a 9 on the jersey? Could have been Kate Green, or either that or Darlene Harris. I think it might have been Kate Green actually. Yep. Kate Green got that one, so she.
Oh. And quick off the face-off, we've got another goal for the Gems.
Yeah, that one wasn't Green, because Green was over on the bench. Who got that one? We'll see in just a moment. So we're a little bit distracted. And that takes it out to 6-1.
That might have been Jaggard, but it could have been deflected off the stick.
Oh, sorry, tell you that takes it out to 5-1. We'll find out who that was in just a sec. With 7 minutes to go, can the Furies keep the Adelaide to less than 7? That would be a good piece of salvaging of pride for them. Most of the games they've given away 7 goals, with the exception of the 3 they gave away against.
Very
I don't know if that went in or not, actually. That might have bounced out. The ref didn't see it go in, and Armstrong Frey right on the spot blows it up and says, that'll do. We'll stop that one.
Flattened Nima here. Can't quite see on the replay where that one went.
Craig Armstrong Frey in absolutely the best spot, right behind the net. If that was going in, he would have seen it. 6.5 minutes to play. 4 goals the margin, 5 goals to the Adelaide Gems, and 1 to the Melbourne Furies.
Face-off won by the Gems. Gems in possession. A good contest there by Rank, but the Gems still maintain possession loosely.
So that was Jagged scoring that one.
Was Jagged. Yeah.
Yep.
Nearly flying into the bench there. Gems.
Speaking of flying, it's Sarah Edmonds trying to get another one, but she's poke-checked nicely by the Adelaide defence.
And coming out of the neutral zone, we've got the Gems.
McNabb blowing a tyre. Bowles now contesting the puck, but beaten to it by Troppolino.
And we've got Gunn following it up at the boards. Gems in possession here. A little bit of a messy play by both teams in front here. And
Troppolino stick-checked on the boards, but regains the puck after getting past Rank.
Troppolino with a shot and glove save.
The save made nicely by Nima, who just had to catch that one, and then it was through a bit of traffic, but she made the save. And with 5 minutes to go, the margin of 4 goals. Can the Furies get one more and bring it to 2-5? Or maybe 2 more, who knows, it's possible. Or can Adelaide stretch their lead out a little bit further? And it doesn't really matter from the point of view of where it's not going to change the score, it's not going to change the ladder, but it will change how they feel. And that's more important than any of those things. The ladder doesn't matter, it's how you feel at the end of the game is all important.
Exactly right.
So there's no prize money.
Wagon following her deflected puck back up.
It's not like they're the Maple Leafs and all they're doing is playing for the money.
Wagon to Green.
They're certainly not playing for wins. Did you get that?
Green back to Wagon. And West with the puck. Goes for a shot by Harris.
Whistle blows. It's in the 5 hole somewhere. Not in the glove.
And
right underneath.
Just nesting it, Nima is.
Nima managed to just jam it between her knees behind the pads. So a nice piece of inventive saving there.
Out comes the egg.
Yes.
Cash. And the Furies managed to steal it away from the shot of Cash.
And that's Sarah Darcy making a run down, but she's dispossessed. Just running out of help. She didn't have any passing options there to get the puck to. As the Adelaide team make another break down the side, and that's Laura West making a pass through to Wiegand, who fires the puck on the net and saved again at the last by Nima.
That was a great pickup by Green there, trying to get a rebound shot off Wiggins.
It certainly was, but Nima was there to save the day once again for the Furies.
And the Furies win the face-off.
If they like spas or anything like that, or sort of relaxation types, I reckon Nima would want to soak in one for about a year after this tournament.
Oh, I reckon.
Bowls with some good footwork, but the puck's still in the zone. Adelaide flings it across the front, unable to capitalise on the cross-ice pass.
Furies
Fletcher
hit it
clears
out
the
of
zone.
Messenger with the puck for the Gems, and just off the stick of Walsh. He didn't quite see it though.
I think Walsh had totally lost sight of where the puck was. Fletcher still offside, but now they fix it up. But blasting down the middle of the ice there, Manning. It runs out of room.
Jaggard. And the Gems still in possession. Pretty eager on this puck here. Looking for a goal. Oh!
And the whistle's blown, so that stops it. Luckily, I think there for Nima, who had actually made the save, but I think she lost track of the fact that she'd made the save.
Yeah,
and then
the
dropped the puck.
plate.
And it's like, did that go in? I don't know. And look, who can blame her? Again, not that you can't count the numbers, because you can, but it's well over 100 now saves that she's made through this tournament. So an absolutely phenomenal effort from her. And who can blame her for wondering where that one had gone? But it was a save in the end.
We've got Manning really heavy on the puck here today. Pretty warm stick.
John plays the puck up the middle of the ice and gets past everyone. She's looking for passing option, and she's got Edmonds with her, but doesn't take the pass off to her. And the puck bobbles out now. The Furies will be looking to get another goal. They've only got just over a minute to play. Jennings finds Jackwitz, who finds Edmonds, who has some room. Can she do it again?
Edmonds prancing
she gets
down,
through everyone
through
and gets through everyone and does get through everyone. Once more, Edmonds finds the 5-hole after tickling the puck through absolutely everyone's legs. A nice little play there. It was all started by a nice little piece of work by Shelley Jensen, who managed to get the puck up, found Jackwitz, who then found Edmonds on the burst, who got through absolutely everyone, as is her wont. And there you go. It is a far, far better thing I do.
Oof, tripped up in the face-off, the Gems. Furies win it.
Laura West finding just how hard the ice is. Just over 20 seconds to play. 2 goals to 5 the margin, so 3 goals the gap.
Furies hit it back out and into their zone.
Just 10 seconds now to play the result. A foregone conclusion, but pride still at stake as we're down to 5 goals to go. Will the Furies just dump it in? Here comes West with her last chance to score that goal that she's been desperate to get, and the siren blows. Very sorry, Laura, but it was so close to getting that final opportunity that you could have got, and it just didn't quite pay. So again, I've been absolutely thrilled by the way Laura West has played, but she's been unrewarded on the scoreboard, but rewarded everywhere else. So that the outcome of that one, the Melbourne Furies 2, the Adelaide Hidden Gems 5. It doesn't change the ladder. For tomorrow's games at 9 o'clock in the morning, we will have Adelaide Gems will be playing against the Central Coast Stingrays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you in Adelaide, that'll be 8:30 your time. And for the Central Coast Stingrays, it will be at 9 a.m. They've got they're on the same time zone as us. So the Adelaide will be playing tomorrow at 8:30 Adelaide time, 9 o'clock our time. The 2v3 final will be between the Melbourne Reds and the WA Cockers, although they are about to play a game very shortly. The Stingrays will be playing against the Reds, which will be a very interesting game, but it's not going to make any difference to the outcome. It can't change the scoreboard on the ladder. So that's, again, another dead rubber at this point. The consolation final tomorrow afternoon will be at 2:30 p.m, and that will be an all-Melbourne affair between the Melbourne Furies, who we just saw play now, and the Melbourne Flaming Galahs. Can the Galahs save some pride and get a win, or can the Furies get another one up? And they have played well today. I've certainly noticed there's been a lot of improvement in that Furies team throughout the tournament. It hasn't all been weak. Sorry, not weak. It hasn't all been Edmonds. Edmonds has been the one who scored the goals, but the improvement throughout that team has been remarkable. after their first games where they were very much on their heels pretty much the whole time. They played a much more aggressive and much better game at controlling space in front of the net. So our last game for the evening, the last game of the regular program, will be between the Central Coast Stingrays and the Melbourne Reds, and that will be